100 is a big number. It's just a good looking number, really handsome and attractive. I started painting these because I'm a self-taught artist, and this is a good way to make a lot of mistakes quickly. The logic behind it is simple. When you're getting started, you're going to make mistakes. That's how the brain learns. We recognize the errors, we try to fix it the best we can, and for the next try, hopefully we don't make the same mistake. So by doing this project, I gave myself a challenge to stay consistent over a long period of time. Regardless of how big the paintings are, 100 is a big number. And considering it took me about 3 or 4 hours to do a full page, that added up to quite a lot of hours of experience. I created a Pinterest board and little by little collected the types of images I was going to paint. By the way, you can use all of them. The link is in the description, and there you can also see a photo of each painting individually. There is no particular reason why I decided to do 100. It's just a good looking number, really handsome and attractive. The idea to make them this size specifically came from the idea of a business card. Going into the project, I was thinking I can write my contact details on the other side and give some of them away to people. Imagine you meet someone and instead of exchanging links and usernames, they gave you a business card, and it's really the original watercolor painting. As you can see, I even designed the layout for the side of personal information, so the idea is still relevant. Design element. Boom. So there you go. That's basically the whole project. Although this whole thing turned into something way bigger than I expected. You see, until now, I was mostly drawing in my sketchbook with a pencil. Unlike watercolor, it is not a colored medium. Obviously, this created its own set of challenges, but they were a part of the reason I decided to tackle this challenge. I wanted to start forcing myself out of the comfort zone to learn using color in my process. All of this was definitely on my mind when choosing references. If you watch any videos about my sketchbook series, you will see that I primarily focus on drawing portraits and figures. So that was another comfort zone I wanted to break out of. This meant that reference images could not have humans in them. At first, what I was choosing to paint seemed pretty random and arbitrary, but some patterns emerged over time. Like, I would gravitate towards flowers, because they come out pretty with the effect that watercolor has. Or I would paint close-ups of animals, because I enjoyed trying to capture their character, and I liked the effect I got by breaking the frame. It makes them look like they're popping out of the image. Overall, it was fun, until it wasn't. Sure, in the beginning there's this enthusiasm and curiosity that makes engagement natural, and there were some nights I didn't want to sleep, because that would mean I had to stop painting. But the fact is, 100 is a big number. By the time I painted my 40th illustration, I already had all 100 references selected, and since they were smaller in size, I could sketch them quickly. So I always had 20 sketches prepared in advance. This means that halfway through the project, it was pretty much a coloring book. This sounds fun, but it's also a point where the learning plateaus. Novelty fades, and it becomes a chore. Boring responsibility. Stupid, meaningless challenge you gave yourself that has no tangible reward besides having spent hours doing the same few paintings over and over. But in boredom, creativity is born. Everything was pre-planned and prepared. The road until the end of the project was clearer and clearer with each painting, and since my mind didn't have to wonder about the details, it could freely wonder about other things. Very much a meditative experience. All of this is already by the time I am at 69th painting. This is also when I start remembering that as an artist, today you also have to market yourself and keep finding ways to monetize your art. Through active research and planning during the painting, these thoughts turned into a structured action plan on how I could use my graphic design background and turn these paintings into printable designs. This is already a separate topic. I won't go deeper into it in this video. But for brief overview, this painting project was supposed to be a way for me to learn using watercolor and practice painting values. And now I have an active business with over 100 designs and multiple social media platforms to manage. Fun. If you stayed this long, chances are you like this content, so express that by clicking the like button. As I mentioned above, you can use the link in the description to find the references I used for the project. You can also check out the t-shirts, tote bags, stickers, and other printables that came out of these illustrations. Remember, subscription is free. See you later.